Hey, what's up, guys? It's Coach Ben from Soccer Entrepreneur. Today, I'm back with you with a new video. And today, I want to talk about cutting the overhead cost of your academy. And if you've watched any of the other videos or you've listened to the other podcasts, you know I'm really big on saving money up front when you're first starting. And this is a big mistake that I see a lot of people fall into at the very beginning. And a lot of coaches are going to think that they have to have a really nice facility or they think they have to rent out a field. And today I'm going to give you a couple of examples to think about. This way, you know you're doing this the correct way. So I remember back when I was starting, there was a brand new soccer facility that came out in my town, and this is where all the big club teams were playing. And I had an opportunity to train there, but I was gonna have to pay $1,500 a month. In order for me to pay that, I knew that I had to have a certain amount of players in my program, and that could have been a good situation for me because I knew that there was a lot of players there already, so people would see me, they would see our sessions, they'd be walking by, and I'd probably have a good chance to convert some of those people into paying clients. But the problem that I saw was at the beginning, I didn't want to put myself in a position where I had to have players in order to pay off renting a field. I wanted to do things kind of old school. And so what I did is I started to search for local parks or neighborhood parks to where I could train players for free. This way I wasn't having to pay any rent. And that's something that I would highly recommend you do at the very beginning. And once you know that you have enough players, maybe you could go rent out a field. But I see a lot of people ask me the question of renting out an indoor space or renting out a nice field. And at the very beginning, I wouldn't suggest that you do that because I would rather you focus on getting players in your program first. And once you've proven the concept of getting players to train with you monthly, then you might be able to move into something like that. But I would do it in that order because, like I said, there's a lot of people out there who think that they have to have a really nice facility in order to do this, and that's not true. Our program has been run out of local parks or neighborhoods for the last 7 years, and we haven't had to spend a dime on paying to rent out fields. And that would be something that I would definitely start doing if I was you right now. If you are in a position where you're having to pay, I would think outside the box and think about how can you do this for free in a good area of town that's going to be easy for parents to get to. And that's the thing is a lot of people, a lot of trainers think that they have to have a really nice place to train. And if you think about it for the kids, a lot of kids out there, when they go to club soccer, they generally will be playing at a pretty nice field. But the way I've approached everything is you have to create a good experience for the player. And as long as you're proving results, obviously you need to be on a decent field, but you don't have to have an indoor facility or have the nicest field in the world. That stuff is just kind of like the bright shiny object syndrome that a lot of trainers want. They want to have all the nicest gear. They want to have the nicest soccer balls. That those aren't the things that are going to help the players get better. The things that are going to help the players get better is your training. Like, does your training program actually work? Does it yield results? Do players want to come back and train with you? That's the most important thing. And having a super nice facility, I mean, that can definitely help. But at the beginning, you don't need to have that. You need to focus on how can I get players into my program? How can I get these players to get great results? And how can their friends join the program? Because if you're focusing on trying to get the best facility or trying to spend way too much money up front, that's going to really take you away from the training, and it's going to put more pressure on you to go find more people faster. Because I've talked to a few trainers out there who are immediately putting themselves under that pressure where they have to pay $1,000 a month, and they might not even have enough players in their program to do that, but they're losing money every single month And I would rather you start off and do things very simple. This way, you know that you don't have to put yourself in that position right away. And like I said, I kind of repeat myself sometimes in these videos, but I do that for a reason, because I want to make sure I'm hammering down this point where you don't have to move into something really nice or be paying for anything, period. But you can do that if you want, if you know that you have enough players that are consistently training with you where you know you are making a profit. And that's just kind of business 101. I wouldn't recommend you paying for anything unless you know it's going to yield a profit on your end. So that's it for today, guys. If you like this video, make sure to click the thumbs up button. Shoot me a comment below. Let me know if you have any questions. If this is the first time watching one of these videos, hit the subscribe button. I have a brand new video that comes out every single week. That's something that I'm going to be doing over 2017. And if you're just starting off with your academy or you need help putting together your idea, I would highly recommend checking out my book called The Startup Soccer Academy. And that book has helped hundreds of trainers now all over the world go from idea to implementing and starting their academies. So I would highly recommend you check that out. The link of that book is going to be in the description. You can also check out my website. We have different types of services there for trainers. If you just go to soccerentrepreneur.com, it's also in the description. You can go check that out. And if you have any questions for me, shoot me an email at startyoursocceracademy@gmail.com. And that way we can get in touch. I can answer any questions you have there, and I'll see you next time.